Hey, Sarah! What is the matter with you? Why did you respond to the RSVP saying you couldn't come?
What are you talking about? Oh, right. You mean the wedding invitation that was sent to my parents' house? Yeah. Why would I want to go to something like that? Of course I said I'm not going. I mean, what makes you think that I would want to go to my ex-husband's wedding?
We've been divorced for ages. Surely you're not still angry about what happened.
Did you already forget the reason we split up? Because after 3 months of marriage, you decided that I was too old for you and you cheated on me with that 27-year-old. I am going to assume that you didn't just try and invite me to see you two getting married, though. In any case, why would I ever want to celebrate the wedding of a man who did so much to hurt me?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where did all of this come from? Come on, Sarah. Don't tell me that after all this time you still have some feelings for me. I mean, we've already been divorced, what, some 5 years now, haven't we? But of course, you can't just seem to let go of me, can you?
That is not what is going on here at all. Don't play games with me. Anyways, a wedding isn't really something that you should be inviting all your exes to, don't you think? I mean, don't you think that might even be a little rude to your new wife to invite your old wife to the wedding? Did that ever cross your mind?
I know, in normal circumstances you might be right. But I think this really just goes to show how big my heart is for all of this in my life. Past and present.
John, I really don't think you know what you're talking about right now.
What do you mean by that? Oh, I get it now. That's it. You're just worried because you're jealous of my new wife.
Come again? What would I even have to be jealous of her?
Well, for one thing, my new wife is 19 years old. What do you think about that?
Wait, what? You're going to marry a 19-year-old? Are you being serious right now? Is this real? John, you and I are both 45 years old. I mean, don't you think that's a bit too young for people our age? That is just cradle robbing at this point.
Hey, you better watch what you say. The love that I feel for Jessica is pure and real, just like the love she has back for me.
Oh, I see. I apologize for questioning any of this.
Oh well, can't say I blame you. Of course you would probably be surprised by all of this. But after we divorced, I spent ages and ages searching for my perfect woman. And after all my hard work, I finally found her. Now, we are going to get married. So you just wrap your head around that.
And so after all of your searching, you landed on a 19-year-old as your one and only soulmate?
Well, duh. I mean, if you're going to marry someone, the younger the better. So of course it was only natural that I got divorced from some 40-year-old bat. What other choice was there when you think about it?
Oh yes, I'm sorry for going through the natural process of aging. That was my bad.
Anyways, I bet you are still single and lonely, aren't you?
And just why would I tell you anything about my love life?
Aw, can't you tell me? Or is it some big dark secret no one can know about?
It's not a secret. It is just that I cannot think of a single reason why I should share details from personal life with someone like you.
Well, at least come to wish the both of us a happy life together. It's the polite thing to do, after all. I've already made sure that a seat will be set aside with your name on it. People are already expecting you to be there.
Well, I am not going, and that is that. Got it?
Hey, Sarah. What is going on with you? You're really not going to come to my wedding today. Are you serious? I cannot believe how petty you are being about all of this. I mean, this is my wedding we are talking about here. I know you wouldn't want to miss this for anything. And after I went through all of the trouble of saving you a seat, too. Although, I guess I'm not surprised you didn't show. Still, your seat is still here if you want it. It's in the very last row next to the exit, so you can go running out when you feel like you're about to die from embarrassment. Also, it seems like there is another wedding happening in this venue, and you will never guess who is getting married. It's some pop star. Taylor something. Anyway, the young people seem to really love her. Can you believe someone like that is getting married today at the same venue as us? And once the ceremony is done here, we are going straight to the court to make things official. Can you believe that our wedding anniversary is going to be the same day as this celebrity's? That is cool. I couldn't be happier. I just feel so bad for you, though. You're just so old now with so little to look forward to. What kind of life could you possibly hope to lead from now that would make you happy? I can't really think of anything. Anyways, I'm off to enjoy getting married. See ya! Hello? Sarah? The wedding is about to start for real this time. Where are you? Are you seriously not even going to make an appearance? Or are you mad at me because I was being a little too honest with you about how sad your life is earlier? That's no reason not to show up, though. After all, you have a seat with your name on it waiting for you here. It would be rude not to show up after all the effort I've gone through to give you a spot here. Besides, I think coming here might finally wake you up to reality a bit. So just come down and say hi, won't you? Hey! What kind of sick game are you trying to play here? Do you have any idea what you've done? You better give me back my Jessica right now!
Wow, your messages have been so annoying today. I can hardly believe it. My phone has just been blowing up because of you nonstop. Would you mind not texting me for a whole day? What is your problem?
Shut up! I'm not in the mood for any of your little games right now, okay? Now, you better return Jessica to me right now. Tell me where she is.
What? What could you even possibly be talking about right now? Why would I have even the slightest hint of wherever your bride ran off to?
Look, I know that you secretly decided to still come to my wedding because of all the secret feelings you still have for me lingering inside of you. But I would have never thought that you would actually do something to Jessica because you were so jealous of her. How could you?
John, listen to me when I tell you that I really have no clue at all what you are talking about right now, okay?
Okay then, explain yourself. What is the real reason that you decided to show your face at my wedding today? Huh?
Well, it's like you said earlier. It is not just your wedding happening today, right? The truth is that I'm actually here to participate in the other wedding going on here.
Huh? What are you... Wait. You mean that you are going to that one pop star's wedding? But why? How? How did you get invited?
Taylor Sloth. That's right. I'm going to that one. But since I'm here already, maybe this would be a good chance for me to introduce you to my husband and daughter.
Your... who? What are you talking about?
Of course, I can't really have you meet them in person, but... You see, my new husband has a child from his previous marriage, and his daughter happens to be getting married at the moment. That is to say, Taylor is a bit busy.
You're kidding me. And just what the heck do you mean that you've already remarried? When did all this happen? You didn't tell me.
Well, I did. I happened to meet him at a work conference about 3.5 years ago. And now we're happily sending off his daughter to be married.
But... wait a second. I thought that her dad was some kind of record label executive or something, wasn't he?
That's right. That's the man who I'm married to.
But... why? I don't get it. How could you? How could you marry a man like that? And why would you want to go to his daughter's wedding ceremony instead of mine? It just doesn't make sense. Is this just some kind of sick way of trying to get back at me or something?
Wow, John, you really need an ego check if you think all of this has been about you. I am not there to do anything to your wedding. The fact that we are in the same place at the same time is just a coincidence. In fact, you should know that I am just as upset as having to share the date and venue for my Taylor's wedding with yours. That is exactly why I already explained to my husband about our circumstances and they informed the staff about it. Just in case. Anyways, if you are going to keep spamming my phone with messages like you have been all day, then I think I am going to just turn my phone off.
Wait, please. So you're telling me that you really have no idea where Jessica went? I can't seem to find her around here anywhere.
How could I kidnap someone when I don't even know what they look like, John?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you looked her up while stalking me one day or something. It was just a thought.
Look, I'm a very busy person and I really don't have time for those kinds of games. In fact, if you have all this time to be texting all of this nonsense, then I suggest you spend that time really thinking about where your fiancé could have gone instead.
Damn! Oh, darn it. I still can't believe that an old hag like you managed to land such a great, rich guy. How did it all come to this? I just don't understand.
Hello again, John. Normally, I wouldn't feel like responding to you, but I heard from a friend of mine who was at your wedding that you paid Jessica's parents quite a large sum of money. It seems like you were just trying to buy a wife from this family. I mean, did Jessica even want to get married to you? I heard that Jessica actually already had a boyfriend. Some guy that she had been dating ever since she was in middle school.
You heard all of that?
What was that you were saying about the pure love that existed between you and Jessica? To me, it just sounds like one man trying to force what he wants out of a woman.
Well, things didn't work out between Jessica and I anyways. We called things off in the end.
Is that what happened? Or in the end, did Jessica end up running off with her childhood love and leave you in the dust without a trace of where they had gone? But I just can't believe that they did all of that on top of leaving you with the bill for all of the wedding expenses. That must have really, really hurt.
But she was supposed to be the one. We were supposed to be married by now.
Do you really not see anything wrong with trying to force someone to marry you regardless of what their own feelings towards the situation might be?
You don't know what you're talking about. Who do you think you are, pretending as if you understand what we had together?
You're right. I guess I really don't have any clue what you two had going on together.
That's right.
But that still leaves me with a couple questions about our own marriage to each other. If you really like younger girls so much, then why did you even bother dating me and agree to the marriage in the first place? If it was really so bad for you, you could have just broken up with me at any point before we were engaged and saved us all a lot of time and pain. And if I had known just what a low, pathetic man you really are, I would have never agreed to it in the first place.
It's because I wanted kids. That's the real reason why I left you.
You wanted kids?
Yes, I wanted kids. But when we actually got married, you were already 40 years old. And even if it wouldn't be a problem for me, if my wife wasn't able to bear any children, then, well, I really had no choice in the matter if I wanted a kid.
What? But you do know that I've given birth since we divorced, right?
Wait, really? You had a kid? Whose? When? I didn't know any of this.
Well, with my husband, of course. She is already 2 years old now. It is true that there were a lot of concerns about me getting pregnant at my age, and there was a lot to worry about while I was actually carrying, but I had so much support from friends and family around me that in the end, I was able to give birth to a beautiful baby girl.
You're lying. That's impossible. None of that can be true. I didn't see any kid with you when you showed up to the wedding yesterday.
Oh, she was there. She was just outside playing with her grandparents at the moment when you saw me. But no, my whole family came with me to the wedding.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yes, Her grandparents are just the sweetest. They saw how much I had on my plate while I was trying to run things. They took my little girl off of my hands and played with her so that I could smoothly participate in the wedding with nothing else to worry about. That's all that was happening, though. No big conspiracy or lie or anything like that.
Are you serious? I can't believe this. I mean, it's just no fair. Why did all of these good things happen to you? And now I've lost my Jessica. I have nothing. Last night we were supposed to have our first night together as husband and wife. And then this morning we were supposed to have our first sunrise as newlyweds. And no, there's nothing. No sunrises. Nothing. I wanted to see her young face bashfully saying good morning to me after having fallen asleep on me the night before. I had so many dreams with her. And now it's all ruined.
Look, everything you just mentioned wanting to do with your teenage bride is extremely creepy and is making me uncomfortable. Please stop all of this.
What do you mean? I'm just expressing how I felt about my runaway bride.
John, be honest with me. Do you really think you have as many good points as a partner as you really claim to?
What? What are you talking about? Of course I have plenty going for me. How could you even ask that? I mean, I was this close to marrying a 19-year-old, wasn't I? Doesn't that say something about the kind of person I am?
In more ways than I think you really even know, John. Anyways, it sounds like Jessica didn't even want to get married in the first place, and that is why she left you waiting at the altar. Honestly, John, you need to try and look at yourself more objectively. You are 45 years old. You cannot be chasing after all these young ladies. It's just not right.
I should be more objective with myself.
I mean, now you're just kind of a pudgy older guy with an ego problem. I just think you should be a little more careful about what you do with all that confidence I guess you must have.
What did you just say about me?
Anyways, I don't really think we have anything else to talk about, so...
Wait, we're not done here.
See you.
Sarah, I've got some good news for you. I've done a lot of thinking and soul-searching on the matter, and I have finally come to this conclusion. I am ready for you to take me back now. Now that I know that you can still have kids, I don't really have any more problems being with you. So, what do you say? Of course, if we do get together, you'll have to leave behind that other brat you had. But I figured that was a given. It's okay though, because you can just have my kid instead. In fact, I think I want at least 2 kids. Because if we just had a single child, they might get lonely, you know? You were right. I shouldn't have been fooling around with younger girls anyways. They're all selfish and just after older men's money anyways. It is all too clear for me to see that, since you can still have kids, being with you is the much better option. I just wish I hadn't been such a fool and noticed all of this sooner. Hey! Sarah! Why aren't you answering me? Pick up the phone. I am trying to talk to you about something important here. I am telling you that I am ready for you to take me back. We can go back to the way things used to be now. Isn't that great? I even said that I would let you have my kids. It's what I've always wanted, so it'll work out great. You aren't just going to pass up a chance like this, right? Sarah, please. I'm desperate here. I don't have any more money. I gave it all to Jessica's parents so that they would agree to let me marry her. Sarah, please. I am begging you. Please come back and take care of me. I'm dying out here.
He said he wanted me to have 2 more kids when I am turning 46 later this year? Yeah, I don't think so. Anyways, Now I am spending all my time as a stay-at-home mom, taking care of my precious little girl. I sent a friend to explain all of this to John, and it seems like the message has finally gotten through to him. Later on, I heard that John went back to Jessica's parents and demanded his money back since the wedding didn't happen. I guess something happened at his work and they decided they couldn't afford to keep him hired. With no job now, I know that John has been really struggling with money. I heard that before John could take any real action, Jessica's parents took the money and are hiding out somewhere John will never find them. Since he doesn't have any money to try and track them down, John just has to keep struggling to survive paycheck to paycheck while he thinks of the life he could have had if things went differently. It also seems that Jessica had a lot of really good friends who sympathized with her being forced to marry someone who she didn't love. Because of this, John can't get a single word out of any of her friends or acquaintances about where she and her childhood boyfriend ran off to. I can only hope that the two of them found their happily ever after, wherever they are. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey, Faye.
Yeah?
How many kidneys do you have?
What?
I said how many.
Okay, 2, like normal people.
All right, good.
Okay, why did you ask me that?
'Cause you need to give me one.
What? Is this related to the doctor's appointment you had the other day?
Yep, it turns out that I've got some serious issues with my kidneys. If I leave it untreated, I could get kidney failure, which can lead to death. So apparently, I need a kidney transplant.
No way, oh my god. No wonder you've been going to the toilet more often. And all that time you said you were tired and weak. That makes sense now. Are you okay?
Yeah, I will be if my transplant surgery goes well. But until then, I'm gonna have to keep going to the doctors for exams and all that. I've got an appointment next week, and I need to tell them that I can make you my donor.
What? Well, hold on a minute.
I know we have the same blood type, so we need to make sure that your kidneys are viable.
Well, just cause we have the same blood type, that surely doesn't mean that my kidney is the right fit for you. And hold on, this is going too fast.
No, you need to take this test called HLA. It's basically a blood test. And they'll find out your tissue type and see if the kidney is safe to transplant into me. Okay?
But mine?
Yes, yours. I'd rather have a kidney from someone I know than a random stranger. And you owe me, so you're the only one who can do this for me.
So you want me to give you one of my kidneys to you?
Damn right, Faye. And before you even think about objecting to it, you will. You married me till death do us part. You swore an oath.
Wow, I think I preferred you when you were weak and tired.
I am still feeling weak and tired. Do you even understand how stressful all of this is for me? I am pissed that I have to go through this. Me, out of all people? Me? I've been healthy all my life, and this? God wants me to go through this?
Yeah, I'm sorry you have to go through this.
At least he's not making me go through this alone. I'm taking you down with me, Faye.
Well, hold your horses now. I haven't agreed to it yet. You dropped this onto me out of the blue. I definitely need time to think this through.
What's there to think about? All you gotta do is give me one of your kidneys and I live. It's as simple as that.
You just sound so obnoxious and self-deserving right now, Paul.
What did you just say to me?
I just meant for you to not assume that I'll do this for you. Don't jump to conclusions, okay? This is a huge deal we're talking about. It's not like I'm lending you money or a book or anything like that, okay? This is an organ transplant. It's a huge deal.
And that's exactly why you have to do it.
Let's not rush into things, okay? Okay, I understand you're not in the right headspace, but let's just think about this more carefully.
You're a useless piece of trash, you know that?
What? How does that make me a piece of trash?
You have no use in this world. The best you can do to make yourself useful is to save me. So you'd better give me your goddamn kidneys. Or God forbid, I swear I'll divorce you any minute now.
Okay, well, that's not exactly a nice way to ask your wife, you know? You could ask me nicely.
Oh, just shut your mouth, woman. I provide everything for you. You're living and breathing because of me. This is the best way you can thank me.
Well, then you need to start appreciating me more then. Especially if you might be living and breathing through my kidneys. Quite literally.
Shut up and make a doctor's appointment right now, Faye. I'm gonna text you the details of my kidney transplant clinic. So call them. Make an appointment with them. Take that blood test, and just do whatever you gotta do and give me your goddamn kidneys. I've told you a million times that I know that your kidneys are viable. You're my wife, but you're gonna be my donor too. So you'd better start acting like one.
No, I am not going to agree to this. First of all, I have no idea what this is going to mean for me.
It means you'll be saving your husband from dying. Do you want me to die, or what?
I mean for myself. You haven't told me anything about what the donor has to go through. The after effects, the long-term effects, and whatnot. I need to look into this first until I know what I'll be getting myself into. And besides, I'm probably not the only one who can spare a kidney for you. I'm sure there's a waiting list somewhere from someone who's more suited to be your donor.
You're my wife. Are you telling me that you can't save your husband from dying? Do you need to think twice about it, huh?
Not when you're treating me like trash, Paul. Our relationship has gone sour for God knows how long. You treat me like a piece of garbage all the time, and besides, you weren't there for me when I needed help before. Do you remember when I had appendicitis? I was in so much pain at the time. Like, literally, I was in excruciating pain, and you didn't do anything to help me. You just stood there sneering and left me there in the living room while I had to take myself to the ER.
Oh, that. I remember. Wow, that was a long time ago. That did happen, huh? Ah, that was classic. The way that you were crouching down on the floor like some unborn fetus. And your face. That was epic.
Yeah, I almost lost consciousness because of it, and you didn't do anything. I could have died right then and there.
And you friggin' should have. And then I would have gotten all of your life insurance money. And it could have covered the costs for my kidney transplant and all of my medical bills.
Wow, I did not just hear that from you.
Well, you just did. And I meant every word of it.
Just... wow. You're the meanest person I've ever met in my entire life. How can you say that to anyone, let alone me, and I'm your wife?
'Cause it's the truth, you fat, ugly cow. Anyway, that's all in the past. We're talking about today. Right now. And let's not forget that appendicitis isn't life-threatening, really, is it? But my condition is. I could seriously die.
If appendicitis is left untreated, then that could lead to death too. Dum-dum. The appendix can actually burst and cause potentially life-threatening infections.
Oh, so you're a doctor now. Oh, just shut the hell up, woman. We're talking about me now, alright?
Well, in any case, you're not getting any closer to getting what you're asking for with that kind of tone you're using. Do you think that you're making me want to give up my organs for someone who calls me a fat, ugly cow? You've got to be kidding me. Do you think I'm going to do this for you? Ever?
And do you think you have a choice in this? You're my wife, and you do as I say.
You think you can treat my life like it doesn't mean anything to you and expect me to treat yours like it matters? You think you're that deserving, do you?
Of course I do. Who do you think provides for you here, huh? How do you think you get to have a roof over your head? It's because of my money. You spend my money on your food and everything else you need to live on.
So what, just because you earn more than me, that means nothing? Or what, you think you control me now?
Heck yeah, I do. You're mine. I own you.
I am not going to take this anymore. I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm definitely not going to be giving you my kidney.
Fine. You a witch. If that's how you're gonna play this game, then so be it. I've got my ways too, you fool.
Hi guys, my name is Faye, and I'm 29. I know this is lame and it's so embarrassing, but Paul and I got married through sort of like an arranged marriage. I know. Who does that in this day and age, right? But my parents knew his parents, and they both thought it would be a match made in heaven. We both love our parents, and of course we wanted to please them. And back then, Paul and I actually got along well, so we just went for it, agreed to get married through this arrangement. But how wrong I was. Look at this. This is a nasty relationship. There is no care or love or respect between us. Just disrespect and him treating me like garbage. 2 years ago, I suffered from acute appendicitis, and I was going through the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life, and he just stood there laughing at me. Can you believe it? He could have called 911 or for any kind of help, but he didn't. Ever since then, every bit of my being has loathed Paul. He was so evil, and I definitely regret getting married to him. And I want a divorce right away. I know I deserve better than this. Also, to add salt to the wound, a few months after that painful incident, I found out that he was cheating on me too. And he actually had the audacity to blame me for it. He claims he cheated because I wasn't taking care of him. What the heck is that supposed to mean, right? I was the one who needed to be taken care of at that time, not him. I just can't believe it was one painful and stressful thing after another. But now it seems like the tables have turned a bit, and now he's the one suffering from some pain. Quite a lot of it, by the looks of it. He still seems like he has the energy to belittle me and be horrible toward me, though. But I'm going to take advantage of the situation and make him pay for everything. He has it coming. Just you watch.
Hey, Faye. How's it going? I bet you're enjoying being the center of attention, huh?
You son of a friggin' hobo! How could you do this to me?
Looks like it worked then. I thought you might enjoy this.
Why did you spread rumors about me like that to my teammates and other people at work? You know we work at the same office, and you know it's all a lie. It's not funny. How the heck would you know about how many men I've slept with anyway, and to claim that I slept with more than 10 this year? Behind your back? I am not a slut like that actual slut you cheated on me with.
Wow, rumors do spread like wildfire, huh?
You're the worst person ever. You know that people are going to think that of you too, right? That you're the worst husband ever to spread rumors like that about your wife?
Well, they don't know that the rumors came from me, do they? You know David Ferguson from your high school? He said that he knows you, so I had a nice chat with him.
Oh my god, he was in my class. He works with you? I've never seen him around at the office.
Yep, he works in my department, that's why. Man, he was so gullible. He believed every word I said about you, and how slutty you are. He even said it was probably because you were a good straight-A student at school that something changed like a switch. And you went the other way.
Oh my god, he was always nice to me. We were nice to each other. How could he believe that about me?
Oh, he swallowed it all pretty quick, I tell you. And lucky for me, he has a big mouth too. So if you want to thank me, then thank your high school mate. He's the one who's spreading it all over the office.
Oh my god, how could you do this to me?
See what happens if you disobey me?
Disobey you? I'm not your slave, Paul. I'm your wife.
A wife needs to be obedient then, don't they? And you're anything but that. So you get what you deserve, you fool.
This is what I deserve, is it? Take it back, Paul. Take everything back. The rumors, the nasty names that you call me, and everything.
A what, Faye? What's a dumb bozo airhead like you gonna do, huh? Cry like you always do?
I have a right to decide what I want to do with my life. If I don't want to give my kidney to save your stupid behind, then that's my choice. Go and look somewhere else for help.
You're a pathetic wife, Faye. You know that? I own you. You do as I say.
Unbelievable. I can't believe I ever married someone like you.
Ditto, I need a good wife, not some selfish dumb fool of a cow. If you thought that this was gonna end here, you better watch your back, Faye. You give me that kidney or I'm gonna make the situation way worse.
Are you threatening me? Haven't you had enough of this?
Do I look like I'm done? Yo, baby, I'm just getting started here.
You really are unbelievable. Fine. If you're going to treat me like this, then I've got things up my sleeve too.
Oh, really? Should I be scared now? Are you gonna get the flood works going? 'Cause to hell with you with that. I don't give a freaking crap if you weep till your eyes pop out.
Just you watch, Paul. You're not going to get away with this.
No, boo-hoo, give me a break. I don't have time for empty bozo threats from you. Gotta go now. Faye, what the heck is this? What did you just file against me? Did you press these charges?
Oh, I'm surprised you got them quickly.
This is stupid as heck. This better be a joke. And you better drop these charges right now, you whore. What if my colleague saw this on my desk? You idiot. What the heck do you think you're doing to me?
You see, Paul, I've lawyered up and I've been consulting him about you.
What the heck do you mean by that? You son of a witch.
You're going to be investigated and my lawyer is going to take this up in court.
What the heck did I do to you, huh?
You've been harassing me nonstop with your verbal abuse day in and day out, which counts as domestic abuse. You just spread rumors about me at the office, which is defamation. You left me lying there when I was in excruciating pain and needed medical attention, and that was emotional neglect. All of this has caused a lot of emotional distress for me, and it was about time I put a stop to this.
And you thought lawyering up was gonna stop me, huh?
Oh, yes, it will. I'm getting a restraining order against you, so you can't come anywhere near me.
What the?
You've left ripple effects at my workplace, and I might even get fired because of those rumors you spread at work.
Just tell them it's not true then.
They won't believe me, and what if my clients find out? It's too personal and too absurd of a rumor. It makes me look so unprofessional and affects the business big time.
It's just a rumor, for crying out loud. People will forget it over time. Just take a chill pill and relax. You didn't have to go to a lawyer for this. Oh, this is dumb.
You don't get it, do you? That's not the only thing here. On top of domestic abuse, you're going to be charged with defamation at the workplace and cheating.
What? Cheating isn't illegal.
I don't care. I'm going to find every possible way to incriminate every single thing you've done to hurt me, petty or not.
Ah, Faye, come on. I'm sick. Who knows? I could die right now. That's not how you should be treating your husband. Calm down and wake up. We need to focus on that kidney transplant that I need to get. Not some charges you're gonna press against me.
Hell no! I told you I'm not going to do this for you. Ask your parents.
They can't. Theirs is too old and incompatible or something.
And how about that girl you were seeing behind my back? If she was good enough to sleep with you, then maybe she's good enough to give you her kidneys, right?
You're just being dumb as usual now. She left me as soon as I told her about my situation. She didn't want anything to do with a cripple.
Oh, well, that's too bad for you, isn't it?
Oh, just shut it. I know you have a healthy kidney, damn it.
And I sure as hell am gonna keep it that way.
What do you want from me, Faye? I'm your dying husband in need of his wife's help. And you ain't giving it to me.
Why should I? If people saw the way you've been treating me, no one would.
What do you want? You want me to apologize?
Sure, you could start with that.
Then I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Faye, okay. See? There. Happy now?
That was the least heartfelt apology I've ever heard from anyone. It's ridiculous how you can even call that an apology.
Then what, Faye? What do you want me to do about that, huh?
Just stay out of my life.
What?
I told you, I don't want to be with you anymore.
You want a divorce?
Oh no, we're about to be divorced soon.
What? What do you mean?
Remember ages ago, you threatened me to divorce me and you signed those divorce papers?
Yeah?
Well, I kept them and signed them off a few months ago. A divorce is already in the works. We're getting divorced as soon as the family court approves of it.
What the? Why the heck did you do that? You know I did that to scare you.
Well, I did it because I really want a divorce and stay the heck away from you.
No, you can't be serious with me, Faye. You didn't really turn in those divorce papers, right? Are they even valid? I signed them months ago.
Oh, yes, they are. I didn't have the date, so I just wrote it in the day I sent it off.
Dude, this can't be real. You can't live without me, and you know that.
Who says? You know I have a job.
But I earn more than you.
So what? I can still get by? So long as I'm not with you, I'll take any kind of hardship in life.
What the? Were you planning this the whole time? You've always wanted a divorce, didn't you?
Oh yes, Paul. A very long time. And now I'm finally doing something about it, and it's going to be the best decision I'll ever make.
Oh no, come on, Faye. Are you gonna leave your sick husband behind like this?
Oh, didn't you do the same to me when I had my appendicitis? Just left me there to rot in the living room? I'm only doing what you did to me, but 100 times worse so that I can get back at you for what you did to me.
All right. And look, you got me. Okay? Happy now? Can we just call it truce?
Truce? You think that'll do?
Sure, why not? Every marriage goes through stuff, and this is ours. I'm being nice to you here and letting you win, so just take it, Faye.
Hell no, Paul. I am done with you. Go through my lawyer if you need to talk to me.
Oh, come on. Let's hash this out one-on-one. Like real adults, yeah?
No. From what I've experienced being married to you, I have no idea how to talk to someone like an adult.
Okay, then look. You got me, all right? I'll be nicer to you. Just like when we met back then, huh? We can't get divorced, okay? That's not gonna happen.
Oh, yes it will, Paul.
Your parents wouldn't like that, right? Mine wouldn't either, and you know that. We can't disappoint them, right? Let's have a do-over and do this properly. What do you say?
Nope, I'm not going to fall for that anymore. I've given you one too many chances, and you've gotten away with things one too many times, but not this time. You can say all you want, but I'm not going to change my mind about this.
No, come on, Faye.
I hope no one gives you their kidneys because you don't deserve it. And I hope you'll fry in hell.
Faye, come on. Don't be like this. Faye! Faye?
So after this text conversation, I filed charges against Paul, and I managed to get a restraining order too. My divorce looks like it's been processed, so all I have to do is wait for that. In the meantime, Paul now has to pay a hefty fine for the disorderly conduct, which consisted of spreading false rumors with an intent to cause harm to me. Also for the emotional damages for the consistent verbal abuse, and for threatening me to give him my kidney for his transplant. And speaking of that, he's still waiting for a donor match, and so in the meantime, he's having to go in and out of hospital to get treatments. I bet the hospital fees are expensive, especially when it's on top of his other fines he has to pay for. He should at least be thankful that there's no jail time involved. Although, I think he should have, just to make sure he's punished and learns a lesson. But oh well, a heavy fine and his debilitating sickness should be enough to make him reflect on his actions toward me. Now that I have a restraining order against Paul, I don't have much to worry about, which is great. So now I'm going to focus on moving on with my life, starting with finding a nice, new, and cozy place to live, all on my own, without having anyone to boss me around. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like it, and see you in the next one.
William wasn't at today's get-together. Where was he? Is he sick?
Working as usual.
Does he always work Saturdays?
Sometimes, yeah. There was some minor emergency and he was needed on site. Hopefully he can make it the next time.
As I suspected.
What do you mean? What did you suspect?
No rest for the poor, as they say. I guess it can't be helped. When you're poor, you need to work as much as possible to make ends meet. I read in a magazine the other day that some poor people work up to 20 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they still can't afford to put their kids through school. I knew that was the case the minute I laid eyes on your husband. I said to myself, that man looks like he doesn't have a penny to his name. None of my business, though. I'll stay right out of it and keep my opinions to myself.
That just now was keeping your opinions to yourself? Sounded like you've already made up your mind about him and her family.
I'm just saying I'm a good judge of character. I took one look at him and thought at once that he was probably doing 3 or 4 jobs to put food on the table. You poor guys. If you ever need anything, cans of soup, the odd lasagna now and then, you just sing out, okay? We can't have you all starving to death because of pride. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little help from those more fortunate than you.
I see. Thank you so much for your charity.
He's nothing like my Davy. I bet your husband doesn't have a single piece of clothing worth more than a few dollars.
That's the impression you got? Interesting. William doesn't care about fancy clothes or anything fancy for that matter. He never has.
Clearly!
But don't judge him just because he's not interested in expensive clothes. Steve Jobs used to wear scruffy jeans and a skivvy to product launch events where everyone else was in suits. He didn't care either.
Emma, it's okay to dream, but to compare William to Steve Jobs, that's a bit of a stretch, isn't it?
Don't you think it's a bit forward to just assume someone is dirt poor without knowing anything about them?
Sorry. As I said, I'm an excellent judge of character. I only need one glance to sum someone up. That's just the way he looked. I'm sorry. I didn't think poor people had any feelings.
What? Are you reading your own texts? What you're saying is borderline hate speech. Please stop insulting me.
What's wrong with calling poor people poor? Do they get offended? What if I called a horse a horse? I'd be right. The horse would think, yes, I'm a horse, you're right.
Did you never hear the saying, don't judge a book by its cover?
There's another saying that goes, appearance is 9/10 of the law.
Thank you. I'm beginning to understand where you're coming from. Please, go on.
Isn't it natural to look down on the poor? I mean, if they didn't want to be poor, they could stop it, right? I can't help feeling they're just being lazy.
You're a housewife, right? Have you ever worked a day in your life?
Me? Oh, good heavens, no. Ew, I don't think I'm suited to getting my hands dirty. I did have a job in a perfume shop for a week when I was in high school, but I had to quit. I couldn't stand touching the money. It's very dirty, you know. I read in a magazine that you can catch all sorts of diseases from touching money after other people have touched it.
You should probably think about what you're saying a little more. Those kinds of general statements can be really hurtful.
My Davy works for Prescott Chemicals, the biggest chemical producer in the state. One of the biggest in the whole country. And he's not actually making this stuff, of course not. He's one of the top executives. We're so happy, life is good. Don't you think it's better to have money? For the children. I can't imagine growing up with poor parents. I shudder to think what their suffering must be like. My heart bleeds for them.
Give it a rest, would you? You think I like hearing this? And really, you shouldn't judge people on their appearance. Your intuition isn't as good as you think. We're just fine with the status quo.
Okay, have it your way. You put on such a brave face. But you can let your guard down with me. I admire you in a way. It's a kind of admiration mixed with pity, but admiration too.
Wow, you do go on, don't you? I can assure you, we are fine.
Well, if you don't at least buy your kids nice clothes, they end up just like their parents. They'll never break the cycle of poverty. Those poor kids.
Leave us alone. I'm really busy today, so I don't have any more time to continue to get offensive texts from you, okay?
No rest for the poor, huh? Okay, bye.
Isla, have you got a moment? Did you take my family's name off the list for the next get-together? Why did you do that?
Oh, I didn't think you'd be able to make it.
What?
Well, you guys are struggling to get by, so I just assumed the fee we collect from each family would be a bit much for you guys. I didn't want you to have to break the bank to come. That money would probably be better off spent on the kids, wouldn't it? I thought I'd spare you the shame and embarrassment of having to tell the others the reason why you couldn't make it. And don't worry, your secret is safe with me. If anyone asks, I'll just say that one of your kids has the flu, something like that. You should be thanking me for looking out for you. I've got your back, Emma. And I mean what I say about you guys asking for help. We're always ready to lend a hand to the less blessed in our community.
What are you talking about? Don't just go assuming things without even asking. Okay, other mothers have asked me why you do such a thing.
Well, I just don't like poor people. I want to help you realize that it doesn't have to be this way. I said we'd help you if you needed it, but it's more to help you realize the situation you're in and help push you into action. I don't like the poor. They bring me down every time I see them. By some miracle, you've managed to make your way into our group. I thought it was very odd, such a poor family being part of our group. But it is what it is, and I'd like you to try and pull yourself up from the poverty you're in. It can't be very pleasant living like that.
I'm not following you at all. You've imagined some poverty-stricken family that you seem to have conflicting feelings about. All 100% a creation of your mind, based on nothing but seeing my husband wearing clothes that weren't designed by some famous Italian. You know nothing about my family. You just made up your mind about us based on nothing. And now you won't even keep me in the loop on school events? Taking me off of the list of participants? That's going too far. I've had enough of this, Isla.
I will not tolerate the poor being a part of our circle. It's not right. Either you do something about your situation or you're not welcome. It depresses me seeing you and your bedraggled husband. Those poor, poor children. My heart breaks. It's best you don't come to any more meetings. People really don't want to rub shoulders with your type, and they literally don't want to rub shoulders with your husband. Our designer clothes might get dirt on them.
That's enough. You don't have a shred of common decency in you. All this acting like you want to help, and then the next text you send is a direct attack on my family and your preconceived notions of how we live our lives?
I could say the same about you.
You could? How so?
You're dirt poor, and yet you think you have the right to join our group? That's not how it works, Emma. You're being very presumptuous to think we would welcome someone of your low status into our group. Some of the families in our circle are practically local royalty. Have you ever seen the kind of cars the children are dropped off in? I still have no idea how you managed to send your children to our school. It's a total mystery. Is there some kind of outreach program? A secret scholarship for the poor that I'm not aware of?
That really is enough. Your lack of grace and compassion is mind-blowing. How did you become such a snob?
Mind-blowing? I think you'll find my way of thinking is the majority. I have the support of all the other mothers in the group. You're the lone wolf. Need I remind you that my husband is an executive at one of the biggest companies in the state? I did tell you that, didn't I?
So, that's the reason you have to treat others with such disdain?
Others? There are no other poor people in our group. Just you and your shabby, unkempt family.
Your husband's job has absolutely nothing to do with how you treat other people.
I think you'll find it does. We're the elite of the city. We have the right to exclude those who don't live up to the high standards expected of members of our group.
What does your husband's job have to do with you having no common sense or decency? I'm failing to see the connection.
What right do you have to say anything? Your husband works part-time at a 7-Eleven, right? That's the way he looks.
He's the vice president of the company your husband works for. He's your husband's direct superior.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a good one. Oh, Emma, that kills me. You really are in a terrible situation, aren't you? Poor and not all that bright. I guess it's just a vicious cycle. The poor and the uneducated are doomed to be that way forever. It's just so sad. The poor have decided that that is the way the world works and they accept it. But don't you feel an obligation to do better for the children? It's not their fault they were born into a poor, stupid, and lazy family, is it? They are innocent. But I suppose poor parents raise children to be poor adults, and it just continues endlessly.
Do you ever stop harassing people? Who gave you the right to talk to people like that? I'll say it again. My husband is the vice president of Prescott Chemicals. He's your husband's boss.
What? Yeah, right.
It's a family business. The whole company and all its subsidiaries are owned by Williams' family. Did you ever ask what my family name is?
I've seen it written on school lists before, but it's a common enough name. There are 2 or 3 other Prescott families at our school. Nothing out of the ordinary. And those families are rich. The kids are dropped off in McLarens and Bugattis.
Those 2 or 3 families are all part of the same Prescott family. One of the fathers, William's cousin, is a board member, and one of the mothers, William's older sister, is the CEO of the pharmaceutical branch. There are actually 2 more families you may have overlooked. Margaret Wake.
Of course I know Margaret. She's been the head of the PTA for the last 3 years.
She's William's little sister. She's also a board member. Karen Evans.
The area school commissioner.
William's cousin. She also owns 30% of the entire company.
Oh, God.
I knew your husband was working there. I just didn't say anything. William says he's a great executive and a generally nice guy. I didn't want to cause any problems between our husbands when they seem to have a genuinely good working relationship. No need to burden them with such trivial nonsense. But you've gone too far, Isla. Your prejudice has made you into a nasty, toxic person.
You're lying. You aren't serious, are you? You're just making this up out of spite, right?
I'm not making up any of it. Until now, I didn't see the need to make the information public. But I won't be the target of your personal crusade against the poor. You seem to be bent on broadcasting your wealth and self-perceived elite status to anyone who will listen, whilst looking down on those less fortunate than you. And yet my husband has been your husband's boss all along. And you will have, of course, heard the name Hugh Prescott II.
The president, yes, of course.
Think about that for a moment.
Is he William's father?
You got it.
You gotta be joking. This is just your last-ditch attempt to salvage some dignity, right?
I'm dead serious. I'm actually surprised you haven't heard all this before from some of the other mothers. Most of them know about my family.
Well, why am I the only one who didn't know?
It's very amusing to watch, actually. Whenever you badmouth my husband and my family at meetings, the other mothers all stare awkwardly at the floor. At first, it was baffling as to why you didn't notice. But now I can clearly see that you're so stuck up and snobbish that you're incapable of noticing anything that happens around you. It's like you're in a little bubble. All you can hear is your own voice.
I didn't know. Why didn't anyone tell me?
You only moved to the city last year, right? I guess you just didn't ask enough questions. Didn't care about others? You'll have to ask yourself that one. But you took one look at my husband and decided he was poor, didn't care for the children, and we were doomed to live our lives in poverty. You badmouthed me and my family without knowing anything at all. I haven't ever told William about how degrading you've been to me and my family, but this time I can't keep my mouth shut. I can't let you get away with this.
No, wait a minute, Emma. Don't do that. That's not a good idea. We don't need to get the husbands involved. We can sort this out, just you and me. This can't have any effect on my husband. He hasn't done anything wrong. This is between you and me, right?
Your husband has done nothing wrong. As I said, William and the rest of the board are very happy with him. He's an excellent worker. But I'm going to tell William about this. It's all here in your texts. And don't try to delete any of them. I've already taken screenshots of this entire conversation.
I'm sorry. Please don't tell your husband. It'll open up a whole can of worms. Please, let's just talk about it. You and me. What do you say, Emma? Can a girl get a second chance?
But it isn't just me, is it? There are other mothers who avoid you at all costs. What other things have you done to make people stay out of your way?
People avoid me?
Absolutely. And you haven't even noticed? Most other mothers don't want to be in the same room as you. You're living in a dream world where you can only hear your own voice. Nobody wants to be anywhere near you. Have you really not noticed that people say as little as possible? That everyone has an excuse to leave when they have to talk to you?
I did think that the children in this town do get fever more than other places. But why do people avoid me? I'm nice to everyone. I'm always organizing school events. I thought I was popular. I'm wealthy, dress well, what's not to like?
Just being rich doesn't automatically make you popular. Why would you think that? Most of the families that have children at our school are wealthy. It's a level playing field, and yet you seem to think you're at the top. What makes you think you're better than everyone else? Or is it some insecurity that makes you want to assert dominance over those less fortunate? You thought my family was poor, so you focused all your attention on me. Did it make you feel better to be so patronizing? Oh, and Isla, just one more thing before I let you go.
What else could there be?
I know you've been seeing the third grade teacher, Mr. McCarthy.
What? What are you talking about?
There are witnesses and photos.
That's an outright lie.
Oh, really? They've been shared amongst the mothers group. Everyone's seen them. There's no doubt it's you. Some of them are very damning for a married mother. They could be extremely problematic should they fall into the wrong hands. If someone should, forward them to your husband.
Mother's group, so everyone has seen them.
Yep, every single mother in the third grade. So, should someone with a grudge against you choose to get a little revenge? Well, it would be very easy, wouldn't it? I'm not saying I'd do such a thing, but who's to say another mother wouldn't do it? You aren't very popular, so I wouldn't count on everyone keeping quiet. I'd be very worried if I were you. There is plenty of evidence. I'm thinking I should go and have a talk with the principal. What do you think?
No, don't do that. This can't be happening. You're trying to trick me, right? This is some elaborate plot to get back at me for looking down on you and your family, right? Emma!
I couldn't dream up such a trivial storyline if I tried. I'm afraid it's all 100% true. Karma, Isla. The world has an uncanny way of delivering payback. But it's simple, really. It's just a natural reaction to how horrible you were. If you hadn't treated people so badly, people wouldn't hate you. Simple, easy to understand.
Wait, I haven't been having an affair, and I had no idea about your husband and his family. I'm sorry. I apologize. Forgive me. You don't have to tell your husband. Please don't do it.
I didn't think I needed to. I didn't want to bother either of them, but you went too far. You insulted my husband and children. I can't let that go. My husband will be contacting you. You can apologize to him directly.
I will. Just please don't tell Davy. If he finds out about Mr. McCarthy, I'll be in a world of trouble. Please promise me you won't say anything. Emma, can you promise me?
I can't make any promises. What happened between you and the third grade teacher isn't my business. If that comes out, so be it, but it won't come from me. But everyone knows about it. If it comes out, you'll have to deal with that yourself. I couldn't stop it if I tried. I will say there have been strong words posted in the group chat about a teacher who does such a thing. More than a few mothers have started to doubt whether they can trust a teacher who has an affair with a married member of the PTA. Personally, I think it probably should become public knowledge. The school has a reputation to uphold and can't just brush this sort of thing under the rug and pretend it never happened. Aren't you embarrassed about what you've done?
Yes, of course. I let lust get in the way of my family. I'm so sorry. I apologize, Emma. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm sorry for what I said about you and your husband and children. I'm sorry for seeing Mr. McCarthy. I'll never meet him again outside of school. Can't you just help me out this once? Talk to the other mothers. Make sure my husband never hears about this. Please!
It isn't for me to decide what happens. It's your bed. Now you gotta sleep in it. I'm not gonna cover for you.
Don't say it like that. I don't know what to do. I'm finished. I thought we were friends.
Friends? You aren't serious, are you? After the condescending way you've treated my family, you really can't hear anything but your own voice, can you? One glance at my husband and you immediately thought he worked at a convenience store. And what if he did? Why does it matter so much to you what people do or how they live? It just so happens that the day you saw him, he'd just gotten back from a team-building survival camp that Prescott runs every year for its employees. That t-shirt with the holes in it even had Team Building 2012 written on it. William's been leading the camp for the last decade. Your husband was on that camp, but you didn't even think to put two and two together. As I said, you're in a dream world. Your self-centeredness is at the heart of this. You also try to kick me out of the mothers group. Have you forgotten that? Friends! Why on earth would I consider you a friend?
Sorry, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I was trying to help you. Remember the offer of lasagna. I was only joking with you. I didn't really mean all those things I said. Just a bit of teasing between friends.
It's too late. The other mothers have all said they're blocking you and won't take your calls.
Block me?
Nobody wants to have anything to do with you. All you do is trash talk people. You never have a nice thing to say unless you're talking about how much money your husband makes. Everyone in the group is wealthy, so nobody cares about your husband's salary. And just for the record, I know how much he makes. Because Isla, you have never once asked me what I do for a living.
I thought you were a housewife.
No, think again. I'm the chief payroll officer of Prescott Chemicals.
Oh.
All you do is look down on and criticize people. And to top it all off, you have an affair with your children's teacher? Can't you see yourself? Take a step back and look at how you've behaved. It's atrocious.
I regret it all. I repent. I'll never do it again. I'll resign from the PTA. I'll never leave the house again. Just please help me. If those photos get sent to Davy, he'll divorce me. I'll lose everything.
I think you need to have a good long talk to your husband. Confess. Who knows, maybe he'll forgive you. All will be revealed in the end. It's better he hears it from you rather than someone he doesn't know well. We are going to tell the principal, though.
Stop them, Emma. Don't go to the principal. I'm done with Mr. McCarthy. I'll finish it right now. I'll text him. Don't make this worse than it already is.
If people actually liked you, they might consider keeping it a secret. But it's too late. Goodbye. I'd say good luck, but I don't care what happens. I'm blocking you in 3, 2, 1. Isla started trying to butter up the mothers of her group by sending presents and overly flattering handwritten letters, but it was all far too late. Because Prescott Chemicals and all of its subsidiaries were full of William's family members, the group soon found out that Isla's husband was just a regular chemical factory worker and not a high-ranking executive after all. And as icing on the cake, her husband found out about her affair with the third-grade teacher and filed for divorce. This whole story ended with her being kicked out of the house and losing custody of her children. Her extreme selfishness and prejudice to others came back to bite her. It really is true what they say. What goes around comes around. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to...
Diane, I had the worst night yesterday. Are you there? I have the worst luck with men.
Hey, Rena. I guess your date didn't go so well?
Or like a complete disaster. I don't understand how I keep choosing the wrong ones. I mean, I'm pretty, so why do I always end up with these scumbags?
You've had nice boyfriends before. What was so bad about this one? Where did you meet?
Tinder. I've tried the other apps. This one's just the quickest, easy pickings.
I guess.
You realize we're both pushing 30. No one wants to get married. They just want sex.
Well, I heard young people are getting married less, but it's not like everyone stopped getting married.
I present to you Exhibit A, Corey, if that really is his name. He picked me up in a car, so that was good. Not super expensive, but a decent car. He was dressed nice, so I was pretty excited. He's a good-looking guy, obviously, or else I wouldn't have swiped right.
Yeah, I know you like the alpha male type.
He said he wanted to take me to a nice restaurant about half an hour away, but when we got there, it was closed.
Oh man, that sucks. I guess he hadn't called ahead or something?
Can you believe that? No reservation. He's supposed to be trying to impress me. It's our first date. We started Googling places to eat nearby, but nothing seemed good. At this point, it's like almost an hour since we met up, and all we've done is talk in his car. Oh, that's good if you got to talk with him, though. I mean, this is the first time you ever met him, right? Anyway, I just wanted to go drink, and he wouldn't because he's driving. The only compromise was to drive back to my house and go to the Pig's Ear. The Pig's Ear? That place is a college bar. I thought you quit going to that place. It has booze. It's fine. So anyway, I got Corey to park at my place and we walked there. It was already past 9 at this point. I was starving too, so we got a huge plate of nachos and started drinking. Not the greatest night, but what was the horrible part? Did you guys have a fight? No. He wasn't the liveliest person, but it was okay. He's a teacher at an elementary school. Not great pay, but he's doing okay. I think he said he likes water sports. That costs money, right? Not like hiking. That's a poor person sport for sure. Huh? What are you talking about? Everything is a clue as to how the guy's financial situation is. I'm trying to find a guy to marry, so obviously I need to know. Rena, we've talked about this before. I don't think your secret ways of checking a guy's worth is very subtle. It was totally subtle. So I found out both his parents died, and he's living in the house he grew up in now. Okay, that's good. Yeah, no pesky parents-in-law. A house in a rich area. Oh yeah, he went to Kingston High, which is in Kingston Hills, so his family must have had money. You really are something. I guess that makes sense, but I still don't understand why it was so bad. Fine, I'll tell you what happened. We went back to my place, and we made out and stuff, fell asleep, and I woke up, and he left! He even blocked me on Tinder and WhatsApp. Can you believe that? Ooh, ouch, he ghosted you, huh? Who the hell does he think he is? I was so careful. We talked for like 3 hours before I asked him to my place. Well, maybe 3 hours isn't enough to get to know someone. I could never be intimate with a guy I just met. Ugh, don't start with this again. As if you're a virgin or something. No one's interested in a girl who won't sleep with them. That's why you're still single. Like you said, I am not a virgin, so that doesn't make sense. You're just lowering your chances at meeting a good guy. You have to put yourself out there and go for it. Your life is just work and church lately. How are you ever going to meet a guy like that? I thought you messaged me because you had a bad date. Why is this suddenly about my dating life? Because at least I'm doing something. I'm not going to have you criticize me when all you do is daydream about having a family but not do anything about it. Besides, I don't think Corey and I slept together, so there. Wait, what? I thought you two had sex and then he blocked you. I don't know. It's weird. I remember making out with him and everything, but my memory's a little fuzzy. I would remember if I slept with him, though. Rena, maybe you should think about cutting back on the booze. I don't want to sound like your mom or anything, but this is happening a lot more lately. It's not like I completely blacked out. I remember wondering why he wouldn't go further. It was weird. And then I woke up. Sounds to me like he didn't want to take advantage of a drunk girl he had just met. I wasn't that drunk. So you're saying he rejected me? What the hell? I was offering myself up and he had the nerve to reject me. I think the hangover's finally starting to wear off. Why would he do that? He seems so perfect on paper. His profile said he wants a family. Yeah, so maybe he thought someone who would get drunk and seduce him hours after you met wasn't what he was looking for. But that's how it's done. I don't know anyone other than you that says stuff like this. Maybe my grandma, but times have changed. Not all guys are like that. I know the internet makes it seem like everyone is sleeping with everyone, but there's all kinds of people out there. I want to meet someone with similar values, so I recently signed up for a Christian dating website. I'm kind of excited about it. The site aims to match people based on moral values and how they want to raise a family. Ugh, sounds so boring. They should just match people based on how boring they are. Wait a second. Are you even allowed on that website? You're not pure in their eyes, right? Because you're not a virgin?
I don't know why this keeps coming up, but not waiting till marriage doesn't disqualify you from being a Christian. There are reborn Christians, people who have strayed. Anyway, on this site, some of them are divorced and looking for a wife, too. It's pretty liberal.
Interesting. So, these guys definitely want to get married, and there's a questionnaire about morals?
Not just morals, ideal family home life, like how many kids you want, your hobbies, if you want the wife to be a full-time mom, etc. It was really long. Actually, it took me for over an hour to fill it in. I guess that's how serious everyone's taking it.
This is sounding pretty good. So, I can just go straight to the guys that won't want me to work.
You mean a stay-at-home wife? Pretty sure that doesn't mean no work. There's categories about how much time you spend volunteering and such, too.
Yeah, that's not fun. I think this is a shortcut, though. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. I'll sign up, too. I'll just fill in whatever to find the right Christian guy who wants to wife me up.
Right. And what about when he finds out you lied? You can't cook or clean, or you won't. I think that's going to be an issue.
I'll get a maid. Don't worry. I'm gonna make this work. I just need some nice pics. I need to find a pic where I'm wearing a button-up shirt or something. This is the first time showing cleavage isn't the best idea.
You better go through your Insta and delete your sexy pics too, then. There's a lot of cleavage and crackage there.
Shut up! I just won't tell him I have my account. Sounds like a good girl, right?
Sounds unusual in this day and age, but okay. I have a feeling he'll find out somehow.
My Insta isn't under my actual name. Don't worry, I'm gonna pick one that isn't so savvy with that kind of stuff. I'm 3 steps ahead of you.
Okay, well, I guess you have your work cut out for you.
What? You sound like you have something to say. Spit it out.
Rena, I'm not going to lecture you on this, but you already know what I want to say. Meeting someone based on lies isn't a good way to start a long relationship, especially marriage.
You think everyone isn't doing the same thing? I guess it always comes down to the same thing. I try for what I want, and you're too busy being moral to do anything for yourself. You know, getting your priorities written down might help with that. I made a list last year of things that I want. It was super enlightening. All this feminism bullcrap is stupid. I want a rich guy who'll take care of me. That's it. Girl bossing all the time is so tiring.
Girl bossing? You're a cashier at Whole Foods.
I'm a sales manager. It's a lot of work.
Right, sorry. I get it.
So I realized I need to settle down and find a forever guy.
Makes sense. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, well, I'm going to need to drink some water and eat something before I start figuring out what my plan is. I'm so groggy.
Alcohol will do that to you.
Talk to you later. I'll let you know what I find.
Okay, good luck. Rena, sorry to bother you so early in the morning, but I've had something really urgent come up. I don't think I'll be able to attend your wedding today, unfortunately.
What? Really? Why? What's going on?
My mother is in the hospital, and I don't think I should leave her alone in her condition. But I promise I'll get your wedding gift to you soon, okay? So, talk to you soon, okay? I'll be in touch as soon as things settle down a bit here.
Hang on a second. You can't just leave it like that. You're suddenly telling me now that you're not coming and that your mom is sick?
I know it's sudden, but I still don't know exactly what's going on and what the diagnosis is. The hospital called me and said that she was carried in there. They're saying that she had a heart attack, but I still don't know if that's really what happened or not. At any rate, I just need to get to the hospital right away and find out what's going on and what happens next.
What on earth? How can you not know what's going on? Diane, I really can't believe that you would just bail out of my wedding at the last minute like this.
Huh? I'm not just bailing out for no reason, you know.
And that you would make up some weird story like this, too. I never thought you were that kind of person. I am really disappointed. Never in a million years did I think that you were the kind of person who would miss a good friend's wedding celebration.
Wait a minute, Rena. Did you just accuse me of lying? I am not lying about anything. I promise you, I would never do that.
Oh, come on now. I just can't believe the timing of this whole thing. Saying that your mom is sick is just so unimaginative. In fact, it's one of the worst lies I've ever heard. If you're going to lie just to get out of coming to my wedding, at least you could come up with something more imaginative than that. You know, just because you're still single doesn't give you the right to just act as you please.
Excuse me? What does my marital status have to do with anything?
It's just unforgivable to bail out of your friend's wedding at the last minute like this, regardless of the reason. No matter how hard a time you've been having finding a husband yourself, you have no right to take that out on me. It's not my fault that you can't land a man.
I don't understand why you're suddenly saying all this to me. Where on earth is this coming from? I'm in a total panic right now because my mom is in the hospital, so please don't add to my anxiety with all these accusations, okay? We can talk about this later if you really need to know more.
Hey, I'm just calling it like I see it. And what I see is a jealous friend. You've been desperately searching for a man for at least 2 years now, and you've come up with nothing. And I managed to snag my man just after 3 months of searching. And you're jealous. So, I get it, Diane. I understand why you would feel jealous and not want to come to my wedding. I totally understand.
Hey, Rena, you're reading way too much into the situation. I really and truly am not jealous about any of that, and I'm happy for you. Congratulations on your new life, and I wish you and Jeff nothing but the best.
Okay, I get it. You just don't want to admit the truth. Have it your way. I can't force you to tell the truth, obviously. But it's definitely embarrassing and not a good look to bail out of your friend's wedding because you're so jealous. And it's even more embarrassing to make up some story about your mom being sick in order to bail out.
Wow. Did you really just say all that to me?
Look, I'm even planning to toss the bouquet directly to you and try to end your perpetual state of singleness. So if you don't show up today, some other lucky girl is going to be the one to catch it, and then she'll be the lucky next one to get married.
Hang on a minute, Rena. I don't get it. What do you mean when you say that you're planning to toss the bouquet to me specifically? That's not how these things usually work.
What do I mean? What I mean is that you are the only female guest at this wedding who's still single. So the bouquet toss is really just going to be me announcing to everyone that I'll be handing the bouquet off to you, the only single girl in the place. It's a really beautiful bouquet, and it's earmarked just for you. And you get to be the guest of honor, too. How cool is that?
So, you plan to shame me in front of the entire crowd? That's what I get for being the guest of honor? And you're going to introduce me to everyone as your only single female friend? Why would you do something so cruel to me? Is this your idea of a joke, or do you actually think that would be good for me?
Cruel? It's not cruel at all. I just want you to be as happy as I am someday. I'm trying to help you out the best way that I know how. It's just because I'm your friend and I don't want you to be single forever. I worry about you.
I really don't need you minding my business like that, Rena. I'm fine, and I can take care of myself, thanks. At any rate, I'm not going to be able to make it to the ceremony today, okay? I have to go to the hospital now, so talk to you later.
Well, I see that you're just bound and determined to keep telling that story about your mom being in the hospital. You know, I just called the fire station and they told me that none of their ambulances have taken anyone to the hospital today. That seems like conclusive proof that your mom wasn't taken to the hospital, doesn't it? Tell me I'm wrong.
Huh? You actually called the fire department to ask them that question? Why would you do that? Unbelievable.
Look, here's the bottom line. If you're really not coming to my wedding, you had better prepare yourself for the repercussions because I do not tolerate liars and I will cut you off completely. I have no problem doing that. I've done it before and I'll do it again without thinking twice.
Fine. I understand. Do what you have to do, I guess.
Fine. Then don't contact me anymore, ever. Good Lord, you are stubborn. No wonder nobody wants to marry you. Nobody trusts a liar.
Hello. Thank you so very much for taking care of my mother today. She asked me to send her regards and thank you as well. I got your contact information from the hospital, so I wanted to reach out to you. I am so grateful to you for finding her when you did, and for taking the time to get her to the hospital. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, and thank you for taking the time to contact me. I do appreciate it, and I'm glad that I could help her. So, how is your mom doing? Is she okay now? What are the doctors saying?
Thanks to you, she's doing fine, and the prognosis seems pretty good, I think. We're so lucky that you found her when you did and took her to the hospital. It almost seems like fate that you were there when she needed you. And you even staunched the wound on her head that she got from falling down. That was amazing, and you probably saved her from being injured even more seriously. Nobody could ask for more than what you did for her, so again, thank you so much. Please, let me compensate you for your trouble somehow. I imagine that you must have gotten a bit dirty during this whole episode. Perhaps I could at least pay for your dry cleaning bill or something like that?
No, that really wouldn't be necessary, but thank you for offering. I was having my morning run, and my running clothes are always dirty anyway. Really, no thanks or compensation are necessary at all. I'm just glad to hear that your mom is okay.
But I feel like I need to do something for you. I just wouldn't feel right otherwise. Do you have time to meet with me today? At least let me buy you coffee or lunch or something like that. I would love to put a face with a name in the stories of your heroic deeds.
It's really not necessary, but I appreciate the thought. I really do. Believe it or not, I'm actually getting married today, so I can't meet with you. My schedule is all filled up at the moment, to say the least.
Wow, really? You're actually getting married today? This very day? That's an amazing coincidence.
Yes, that's right. And my honeymoon is tomorrow, so I'm afraid that I really don't have the time to meet with you until at least after I come back from that trip in a week or so. But I do feel like it's a good omen that I was able to help someone out on the day of my wedding. It feels like the beginning of a new chapter in my life. And this feeling is all the thanks that I need right now. It feels great.
I see. Well, if you don't mind my asking, I'm really curious about something. Is your wedding reception going to be happening in the ballroom of the Grand Hyatt downtown by any chance?
Why, yes. Yes, that's exactly where we're having it. Great guess. But how did you know that?
Well, it's a funny story actually, but the truth is that I'm supposed to actually be at that wedding myself.
What, really? You're one of our guests?
Yeah, I had been looking forward to meeting the room, but I never thought that it would be this way. I had pictured it happening in a much different way, so allow me to introduce myself. I am Diane, and I'm an old friend of Rena's. Rena and I go way back.
What? Oh, wait. So you're the one who made up a story about your mom being sick and canceled at the last minute?
Huh? Is that what she told you? Oh, of course it is.
What I meant to say is, well, I heard about it from Rena. She told me that one of her friends texted her early this morning and canceled. And she said that you guys argued and that she was pretty upset about it all. She really does think that you were lying.
I see. Well, I understand how she feels, I guess. After all, a last-minute cancellation is a last-minute cancellation, and it's her wedding day, so I am truly sorry that I can't attend, but I do have to look after my mom. And as you can see, I wasn't lying.
No apology necessary. I feel like I should be apologizing to you for Rena falsely accusing you of lying. And I was taking what she said at face value without even questioning it too. I thought that you were exactly the bad friend that Rena was saying that you were, but I was wrong and so was she. I really had no idea that she was making such bad assumptions about you and about the whole situation.
Well, I explained to her exactly what had happened because I wanted her to know why I had to cancel, but no matter what I said, she just wouldn't believe me. It was quite frustrating, but I couldn't just keep trying to convince her. At any rate, I'm happy that at least you now know what really happened, so please let me offer my congratulations and best wishes to you both once again. I promise that when things settle down a bit, I will be sending you both a wedding present and a thank you gift for all that you did for my mom.
No, that's very kind of you, but you really don't need to do that. And once things settle down on this end, I'll make sure to explain to Rena what really happened, okay? I mean, the two of you have been friends for a long time, and it'd be a shame for that friendship to end over such a stupid misunderstanding like this.
Thank you for doing that, too. I agree that it would be a shame if that were to happen. Okay then, I'm wishing you a wonderful wedding and a great honeymoon.
Hey, Diane, are you there? Are you still not ready to apologize to me? What's the holdup? It's been a week already and I've heard nothing from you. Huh? Both the wedding and the honeymoon are over and done with, and the clock is ticking, and yet you still haven't apologized to me. I am waiting for you to do the right thing and admit that you were wrong for telling me that story about your mom. If you're not willing to at least do that, then I guess you and I really are finished as friends. It's up to you. The ball is in your court.
Rena, it's like I told you before, I haven't done anything that I need to apologize for. I did apologize for canceling on you at the last minute before, but there was a very good reason for that, as you should know by now. So if you're going to ghost me now because my mom was in the hospital and I needed to be with her, then there's nothing I can do about that.
Oh, come off it! You are really just beyond stubborn, aren't you? You still haven't apologized for making up that ridiculous story that you used when you canceled on me. Now, this is your last chance. Admit it and apologize, and we can still salvage this relationship. Apologize and beg my forgiveness, or we're through. Finished!
I have told you over and over, Rena, I didn't lie to you. What I told you was 100% true.
And you're still persisting with it. Good grief, you really are unbelievable. It's comical, really. You refuse to tell the truth even though it's already plain for everyone to see. Just come clean and tell the truth so that we can all move on. Why can't you just admit the truth? You were miserable and jealous about your friend's wedding. Just say it. If you just do that, I might forgive you and forget about all this.
I really don't know what I'm supposed to say to any of that.
You know, dishonesty is not a good quality in a woman, and you're not doing yourself any favors by refusing to tell the truth. Just acknowledge the truth and your mistake and say that you're sorry for lying. It's very simple. I guarantee you, if you can't do those simple things, you won't do well finding a husband and getting married.
Oh, please, spare me all this all over again. I can't keep going round and around in circles with you, Rena. You refuse to believe me no matter what I say, and you insist on looking down on me just because I'm not married yet. Actually, Rena, you're the one who needs to apologize. Apologize to me for being disrespectful and for falsely accusing me of lying.
And why should I apologize to you? Because I'm happily married and you're single? Whatever, just forget about it, because I'm totally serious this time when I say that you and I are finished as friends. You wouldn't even celebrate my wedding with me, and that you refuse to apologize. With an attitude like that, good luck finding a husband. You're going to be alone and miserable your entire life.
Maybe you'd like to be single again yourself, huh? How would you like that?
Huh? What did you just say to me, Diane?
I'm ready to divorce you right now, Rena, and that's the truth. I really had no idea that you were such a spiteful person. What a disappointment you are.
What's that supposed to mean? Who is this?
Who is this? This is your husband, Jeff. That's who it is. I'm your husband who just saw a side of you that he didn't even know existed and is now in a state of utter despair.
What? Jeff, wait. What just happened? Why are you texting me from Diane's phone? What kind of trick is this?
I just happen to be having a coffee with her right now because she wanted to give me a thank you present.
Huh? You two are having a coffee together? And why is she giving you a thank you present?
You remember when you said that a friend of yours told you a lie when they canceled on the day of our wedding? That friend said that their mother was in hospital and that they needed to go take care of her.
Yeah, I remember. How could I forget? It was a really lousy lie and totally unbelievable, just completely fabricated. And it was just unforgivable that she would make up such a story just to excuse herself from attending my wedding because she was jealous and bitter about still being single herself.
But that story was true, Rena. And I know it's true because I was there. Her mother really did have a heart attack and had to be hospitalized. And I was the one who came across her mother while I was out having my morning run. She collapsed on the sidewalk and I took her to the emergency room.
Huh? You can't be serious.
Apparently, her mom likes to take her walks early in the morning too. But that morning, she had a coronary event and she collapsed. I happened to come down that same street where it happened, and I saw her there just lying on the sidewalk. It was just dumb luck, but fortunately, I was able to get her to the hospital in time.
No way! Hang on a second here. I am trying to process all this. So, you're telling me that her story was true and it wasn't just a lie to get out of coming to the wedding?
Yes, that's exactly right. But you wouldn't even listen to her or give her the benefit of the doubt, and then you told her you were going to cut her off. I don't know, Rena, calling a person a liar when their mother just had a heart attack and is in the hospital, and then ridiculing them for still being single. Aren't you even a little bit ashamed of yourself?
Well, I don't really...
I really liked the Rena who showed me what true and faithful love is. I thought that was the real you. But I never thought you could be as unsympathetic and cruel as you've been to your friend Diane here. So, I'm sorry to say, but I want a divorce. I can't be with someone who treats others like that. I just can't.
What? You can't mean that. Don't say that. You must be kidding, right? No way can you be serious about this. You wanted to divorce me over a stupid little thing like this? This is nothing. It's just a misunderstanding at worst. We just got married not even a month ago. How can we get divorced now? I don't think that's even legal to do.
Rena, you told Diane that you wanted to cut her off because she lied to you, right? Well, I'm doing the same thing that you are, so you should understand. I don't want to be associated with or married to a liar. Period.
But what does that even mean? I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't lied to you about anything. Nothing at all. I've been nothing but 100% honest with you about everything. I may have misunderstood some things and been hasty in making decisions about some things, but I haven't lied to you about a single thing, not one.
Oh, is that so? Tell me then, are you still using Tinder, even though you're married to me now?
What? Why?
Are you, or are you pretending to be single and interacting with several people on those apps, even now after we came back from our honeymoon? Admit it, you're looking for dates even though you have a husband now. Don't lie to me.
Wait, hang on a minute. I don't understand why you're asking me all of these questions now. What's this all about all of a sudden? Please explain what's going on.
Well, Diane and I were just sitting here drinking coffee and talking about this and that, and we started talking about her efforts to find a marriage partner. We were talking about how great it was to be able to find like-minded Christians on the app we met. We started talking about other apps. You know the ones that I mean, the hookup apps. You know, I've never really used those apps at all. I've never met anyone else that way either, so I know next to nothing about them and how to use them. One thing led to another, and I was browsing through the website version. I didn't sign up, obviously. So I was browsing through the app, and I happened to come across a profile that really bore a striking resemblance to you. I couldn't believe my eyes, to tell you the truth.
Oh, that's just someone who looks like me. That's all that could possibly be. That happens all the time, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to believe too. However, it's obviously you, Rena. There is no mistake about it. And how can I be so sure that it's you? Because you were stupid enough to use a photo from our honeymoon in your profile.
Wait, you have it all wrong, Jeff.
It was a photo I took of you on a beach in Maui, and you were wearing the bikini I bought you while you were there. There's absolutely no mistaking it. I have to admit, I would never have dreamed that that photo would end up in your dating profile 2 weeks after I took it. And your profile says that you haven't had a boyfriend in 4 years. I mean, wow. You really know how to lie, Rena. Well done. I bet all the stuff that you wrote in the Christian Meetup app was all a lie too.
Wait, Jeff, it's not like that. You have it all wrong, I swear.
There's only one way that I can react to this level of dishonesty, and that's by divorcing you. There's nothing else that I can do. We just got married, but there's no way on earth that I can even contemplate living together with you as a man and wife anymore. And if we're gonna split up, sooner is better than later. So I'll be contacting my lawyer about it first thing tomorrow morning.
But wait, Jeff, let me explain. There's more to the story that you don't know. This isn't what you think. I swear, please, let me explain. All it was a lark. A passing fancy, a sudden impulse. I just registered on that site for fun.
Huh? For fun? Yeah, then it's exactly what it looks like.
I mean, yes, I was using the app and I was pretending to be single. That's all true. But I haven't actually met anyone yet. All I've been doing is chatting with people. I was just missing all the attention that I used to get when I was single. And before I knew it, I had registered and put a profile up. Like I said, it was just a sudden impulse, nothing more. I have no plans to stay on there long term, and I definitely have no intention of cheating on you, I swear. I swear it was just me registering on that app on a whim. That's all. I haven't met anyone, and I don't want to because I love you.
And you think that I'm just gonna believe you when you say that to me? There is no chance of that. Look, you betrayed me after being married to me for only a couple of weeks. And just because you haven't actually met up with anyone doesn't make it okay. There's no good reason other than infidelity that you should be on any of those apps or websites now. Once the trust between a couple is gone, that's the end, Rena. Don't you know that? How can you not know that?
But you can't just divorce me.
And by the way, there's no point in deleting your account now because I've taken screenshots of all of it. This will be the main topic of conversation when our families get together this weekend. I promise you.
No, wait a minute, Jeff. Please don't do that. You can't do that. Please don't say anything to my parents about this stuff. I don't care who else you talk to about it, but please, just not my parents. They're really old-fashioned, and they just wouldn't understand. They even didn't like the fact that I was using that kind of app when I was single. They'll be furious if they hear about any of this. Please reconsider, Jeff, please.
That's not my problem anymore. The bell cannot be unrung. Anyway, see you this weekend. We all have a lot to talk about. And don't try to run away from all of this because you can't, okay?
Diane, you need to take some responsibility for what's going on with all this. My life is a complete mess, and it's all your fault.
Huh? What are you talking about?
After those texts, Jeff's family and mine did get together, and he showed everyone the screenshots of my profile on that app. Do you have any idea how embarrassing that was? All those selfies I took and the stuff that I wrote in my profile? My parents saw all of it. It was so humiliating. I'll never live it down, and my relationship with them will never be the same.
Hey, don't blame me or take it out on me. You reap what you sow. That was all your own doing, not mine. You're a married woman and you are playing around on a dating app? Whose fault is that?
Oh, shut up. You have no right to lecture me. It's all your fault. You did this on purpose. You're the one who showed the app to Jeff. You did that. And by the way, why are you having coffee with my husband anyway? I bet you thought that you could steal him, didn't you?
Hey, I did what I had to do. You already told me that you were cutting me off anyway. I had a gift for Jeff to say thank you for helping my mom out that day, and I also had your wedding gift to deliver. I would have much rather taken them both to you at home, but you said I was cut off, so I had to go through your husband. I asked Jeff how I could get this stuff to you both, and he suggested that we meet at a coffee shop in your neighborhood.
Oh, sure. I don't believe that for a second. You're just looking for an opening and then you're going to go after my husband. Admit it. Otherwise, why would you meet up with him privately and not include me?
Rena, I would never try to move in on a friend's husband, and I very much doubt that Jeff would do something like that to you either. Haven't you learned anything from your unfair and incorrect judgment of me yet? You're jumping to a wrong conclusion again here.
Oh, just shut up. Stop being so condescending. Don't show up and ruin my life and then try to lecture me about right and wrong. I'm getting divorced now, and it's all your fault. You murdered my marriage.
Ah, so that was the conclusion of the family meeting. You two are getting divorced after all? I'm sorry to hear it.
Yes, and what a waste, especially after I managed to find a husband in just 4 months. He's a nice guy, and he makes good money, and he doesn't have any shortcomings. He's the perfect husband, and now I'm going to lose him? And it's all because of you! You need to take responsibility for this and find me a new husband ASAP. You lost me one, and now you're gonna help me find one.
Excuse me? Say that again?
Come on, Diane. You know as well as I do that nobody wants to marry a divorcee. I'm damaged goods now. Sloppy seconds. So you need to get busy and help me salvage my life. You owe me that. Here's what we're going to do. Starting tonight, I'm going to be hitting every singles mixer and speed dating event that I can find, and you're going to be my wing woman.
Yeah, no. I have no idea what you're talking about, and even if I did, I would still say no. You're going to have to find another husband on your own, Rena. I am not your wing woman, whatever that means. And you cut me off, remember? We're not even friends anymore, according to you, so I won't be getting wrapped up in any of this mess of yours anymore, ever.
You backstabber! You're the reason that I'm getting divorced in the first place, and you need to make amends. You owe me, and you have a duty to help me find another husband as quickly as possible. So shut up and get dressed, and let's get to mingling ASAP. I'll pick you up in 1 hour. There are at least 3 events that we can hit tonight.
No, I can't do that stuff with you because I'm getting married.
What? What did you just say?
Yes, I'm getting married, and I can't be going to those kind of events anymore. That would upset my fiancé, and I don't want to do that. That just wouldn't be right.
Wait a minute. You're getting married? How and when did this happen? I thought that you were still looking for a husband. You've been looking for 2 years and still can't find one. That's what you always told me.
Well, that was the case, but I actually just got a proposal out of the blue, and I've tentatively accepted it. He told me he wants to get to know me better with the intention of getting married, and I feel the same way about him. He also said that he wants to put a ring on it to show me that he's serious. That's what really surprised me and made me think that he might be the one.
What? You can't be serious.
Yeah, I was having some good back and forth with him on the app right around the time that my mother was in the hospital. It was really bad timing, but also good timing in a way. He was super nice and caring, and he told me that I'm so lovely that he's sure that Mom will get better if I just keep showing up at the hospital every day for her. Then he asked me to marry him and said he wanted to make sure that Mom could see me in a wedding dress as soon as possible.
Wow, he really said all that to you?
He did, and I'm so happy. It's like a dream, to be honest. But you know, that was the first time that things ever went this far with anyone that I met on the app, so I was a little hesitant and skeptical. That's another reason why I asked Jeff to meet me. I wanted to ask him some questions and see what he thought about this guy. His profile said he goes to the same church as Jeff. His name is Lucas, by the way, so I thought maybe he knew him.
So that's what you were talking to Jeff about? About this guy who proposed to you?
Yes, and Jeff told me that he thought that Lucas seems sincere and trustworthy, even though they're not close friends or anything. He knows him from youth group and says he's just a regular, nice guy. So, thanks to Jeff and his kind consultation, I felt brave enough to take a first step forward, and I agreed to keep seeing Lucas with the same goal that he has. And it turns out that Jeff was right. Lucas is a total sweetheart. Would you believe that he actually goes to visit my mom in the hospital regularly? I never asked him to do that even once, but he does it anyway. I never thought I'd meet someone this great through that app, but I did, and I couldn't be more thankful to them. Miracles really do happen.
Why? That's just not fair. It's not fair at all. I refuse to accept this. Why do you get to have a happy marriage and not me? This isn't how this is supposed to work. You don't get to go and live happily ever after you messed up my life. You owe me, Diane.
Oh, come on now. I don't really think that makes sense. After all, you and I are already through as friends, right? You said yourself that you were cutting me off. Your words, not mine. So there is no need to be jealous of a random stranger now, is there? I'm just another person now. You said so yourself.
Oh, don't be so cruel, Diane. I still need you in my life.
Well, I've been called jealous and a liar, and I really don't think I need you in my life anymore.
So you're not even inviting me to your wedding? That's unbelievable. We were trying to get married at the same time, you know, husband hunting. So it's only fair you help me through this. Like I said, you caused this mess, so now you need to help me get back on track.
I don't even know what to say at this point. I don't want you at my wedding.
But that's prime hunting grounds for good husbands. You know there's going to be lots of single friends that are eligible bachelors.
And that's the problem. I don't want you getting drunk and hitting on my friends, or Luke's friends. I'm not even sure we're going to serve alcohol at the wedding yet.
No alcohol? What kind of wedding is that? A boring one, that's what.
It's a celebration of our union. We're not against drinking, but we're definitely not having a crazy booze fest. We're going to go to counseling at the church and everything. There's a lot to discuss before making such a lifetime commitment.
You saw how quickly Jeff dumped me. It's not like you can't get divorced.
We're just doing everything we can to go into this fully prepared. Anyway, I think we're done here. To be honest, I did say meeting someone based on lies isn't a good idea. I hope you find someone you're comfortable with and makes you happy without lies.
Stop talking down to me. I was fine until you went and spilled the beans about everything. Now even my family won't talk to me.
Okay, Rena, I've gotta go.
You better not ignore me. You're the only one that can fix this. You're not getting out of it.
I don't think so. You're the only one that can fix you. Bye.
Diane! Hello? Answer me!
Luke, there's a problem. I think Rena's here.
Rena, that crazy girl that you used to be friends with? She's at the church right now?
Yeah, Stephanie told me she recognized her. We all went to the same high school.
You didn't invite her, right? I meant by accident or something.
No way, of course not. I haven't even talked to her in the last 6 months. Why would I invite her?
Breathe, babe. I was just asking. Okay, so you think she's here to cause trouble? What do you think she's doing?
Apparently, she got in somehow and is just sitting there. There's no assigned seating in the church.
Maybe she just wants to congratulate you.
I doubt that. We didn't end on good terms, and, well, she seemed pretty messed up.
She was the one that messed up with Jeff. Poor guy. He was so depressed he ended up quitting his job and going overseas to volunteer.
So, Jeff, he went from feeling betrayed by someone to helping the needy. Too bad he couldn't be here today, though.
He's in Nigeria. He couldn't just pop over.
Wait a second. Do you think that's why Rena's here? To see Jeff?
I guess that's a possibility. I mean, he's been out of the country for like 3 months now, so his phone service is probably turned off.
I hate that this is what we're dealing with right now. We're supposed to be walking down the aisle in less than half an hour.
Oh, don't say that. This is us working together to have the best wedding. It's gonna be the only one, you know?
I love you. That's exactly what I needed to hear. All right, I'll ask Stephanie to go talk to Rena and try to get her to leave quietly.
Great, I'll ask Roy to talk to Rick and let them know what's going on. I don't think that we need security at our wedding, but those guys worked as bouncers, so they should know how to handle things just in case.
Wow, that's great. Okay, talk to you later. I love you.
Talk to you later, love you.
Hey Diane, this is Roy, Luke's friend. The Rena girl is freaking out. What do you want us to do?
What do you mean she's freaking out? Stephanie hasn't updated me on what's going on. All I know is she went to talk to her.
It'd be quicker if we came out to talk to her, but I guess that doesn't work right now.
I don't want people to see me in my dress.
Yep, sorry, forget that. So, Stephanie went over to talk to Rena, and Rick and I were casually just standing nearby just in case, you know? Rena immediately started asking if she'd seen Jeff. It was pretty intense. She started talking about how there was a misunderstanding and he's out looking for her and she's out looking for him. It was all loopy and weird.
Sorry. So what's she doing now?
She's looking at Jeff's Facebook on Stephanie's phone. She won't give it back.
Oh, and what's Stephanie doing? I need her back here. She's my bridesmaid. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound so self-centered, but can she just come back here without her phone?
It's okay, it's your wedding day. You don't have to apologize. The thing is, Rena's crying and people have started to gather around.
What are we going to do? I'm supposed to be walking down the aisle in 10 minutes.
I know, so I'm not sure what to do. I can't really drag her out since she's not being violent, but she's really loud. People are starting to ask her what's wrong, and she's telling them about how Jeff went to go find her in Africa. Oh, Jesus, she's on the chair.
What?
She's standing on a chair telling people about fighting for your true love. What in God's name?
Oh, Roy, she's drunk. I can't believe this.
Oh, okay, sorry. It didn't occur to me now, but now that you say that, that's what I'm seeing. My family doesn't drink, so I thought maybe she just had some psychological issues.
Well, definitely that, too.
That's the thing, though. I can't force her out. She needs help.
I need help. Ugh. I need to talk to Luke about this. Hang on, okay? Try to get her off the chair, though.
Gotcha.
So, apparently, Rena's making a scene in there.
Yeah, I heard what's going on from Rick. I kind of feel bad for her, but at the same time, this is our wedding. Why is she doing this today of all things?
Thank you! Exactly! I don't really feel bad for her since she's drunk, apparently, but obviously she's not in a very good place right now. I just feel so frustrated that it's today of all days she goes and throws a fit in public.
I know, let's just figure out how to get back to our day. This may be an unchristian thing to say, but this is not our problem. I want her out.
That's all I wanted to hear. So let's ask Rick and Roy to escort her out?
That's the problem. They've tried talking to her, but she won't budge. They won't lay hands on her, and she hasn't actually hit anyone, so I know they look like box grizzly bears, but they would never hurt a fly.
Well, what are we going to do? Do you want me to go out there and talk to her myself?
No, I want to see you in that dress for the first time when I'm waiting for you at the altar, not consoling a drunk person. I'll go.
Really?
I want to get married. I'll get her out and we'll have our ceremony just like we planned, okay? Love you.
Love you. I can't wait to get married too.
Diane! I just got out of the police station. It's crazy in there. I had to pay bail just to get out. So, I guess I need to apologize about some stuff I did. I know things got a little out of hand that day. Congratulations on your wedding, by the way. Hello? I'm talking to you. There's some stuff I need you to sort out with the police. They're saying some ridiculous stuff, so I need you to call them off. We haven't talked for 6 months, so I guess maybe I should explain what happened. I was super sad about Jeff, so I started looking for a new guy, and I went on a bunch of dates and stuff. After a while, I just realized Jeff was the one for me, you know. So I decided to try get back together with him. He blocked my number and WhatsApp, so I had to try to find him through his office, but he had quit. He'd suddenly disappeared. His parents won't talk to me at all, if you can believe that. I couldn't find anything and was totally out of ideas when I remembered you and Luke were connected through church. So I Googled the church you'd always mentioned and found your wedding right there on the bulletin board. It was like a sign from God. You have to understand, all the stuff that happened on your wedding day was when I was in a really dark place. I know what to do now, and I need to make amends. Message me when you see this. What the hell? I got a letter from a lawyer. You're suing me? And your stupid church is suing me? This is unbelievable. This better be a joke. I've already booked my ticket to go see Jeff in Nigeria. I can't deal with this.
Hi, Rena. I believe the letter stated to go through my lawyer about this. It's a legal matter, and I'm not even directly suing you, so please leave me out of it.
What do you mean? I was arrested at your wedding. Of course this is because of you. I know you've had a thing against me since the thing at my wedding, but this is just too much. I was having the worst day of my life, and I was arrested in front of a crowd of people. I was humiliated. I should be suing you.
Okay, maybe get a lawyer and ask about that then. Like I said, I'm not suing you. Luke is suing you for the tux you ruined, also assaulting him.
I didn't hit him. He was the one being pushy about leaving when I was in full-on crisis. It's a church, for Christ's sake, and he was kicking me out.
It was our wedding. Have your crisis somewhere else. I can't believe I even have to explain this to you. You tore his tux in 2 areas. That means you tugged on it with enough force to tear it. That's assault.
I was a little out of it. I was super depressed. You have to understand.
You mean you were super drunk. You weren't just depressed and crying.
I was drunk because I was depressed. It was way out of line to call the cops on me.
I didn't call the cops, but I'm glad they did. Nobody knew what to do with you.
Everybody felt bad for me. I told them that Jeff and I were having troubles, but we're soulmates, and I have to show him my love. People were really listening in on my love story. Anyway, I need these charges dropped, so please get on that ASAP. I am not sure what kind of internet service I'll have in Nigeria.
Are you seriously going to Nigeria? Does Jeff know about this?
It's a surprise, of course. It's way more romantic that way. I'm going to show him I love him and he can trust me.
Rena, get real here. You're chasing after a guy that doesn't even want to talk to you. You're getting sued by multiple people. You need to stop being so impulsive and take responsibility for what you've done. Everything that's happening is because of what you did.
Stop lecturing me. I got dumped a month after a marriage. I didn't even cheat on him. Everything just fell apart, and now everyone's treating me like I'm the bad one. How can you be so cold? Don't you think I deserve to be with the one that I love? Have a happy marriage? Even the police officers at the station were nodding when I said I'm going to do anything it takes to get Jeff back.
I think that's the problem. People just smile and nod when they talk to you, and you think that's agreement. They're totally freaked out by you.
Shut up. That is not true. Everyone always says I'm passionate and a dreamer.
Look, I don't want to keep talking about you. I'm tired of it. If you get a lawyer, you can probably settle this whole thing out of court and just pay for damages. On my side, I'm done talking to you. Luke and I are happy, and I want to focus on starting my new life with him.
Oh, blah, blah. I get it, okay? You're happy. I'm not. For now. I'll be back on track once I get Jeff to come back with me, so go ahead and gloat.
I am not gloating. I'm trying to get you to deal with your problems yourself. I don't understand how you can keep pretending like this is all going to go away. You assaulted my husband at my wedding. You made a huge scene. Honestly, I didn't know what was going to happen when Rick and Roy told me what was going on.
Well, Stephanie kind of riled me up. I don't remember exactly what she said, but I didn't even know Jeff had moved out of the country. I was in shock. Before I knew it, I was on the chair telling everyone I was going after the love of my life. It was like a movie.
Yeah, main character syndrome. You really, truly believe everything is about you. Thank goodness everybody at the wedding weren't all that interested in the show.
What? No, they cheered when I said I'll get married in the same church soon with Jeff. Everybody cheered.
They cheered? because you were finally being taken away and we can get on with the wedding. It was amazing. Minutes later, Stephanie told me to take my place with my dad. When we walked in, everyone was smiling. It was like nothing bad had happened, and I just remember floating down the aisle. Now I'm starting to sound like the main character, but I kind of was. It was my wedding, after all.
So, you had a beautiful wedding?
It was the best night I could have wished for. We all went to the event hall at Four Seasons for dinner and had a blast. Even Grandpa was up until 12 a.m. dancing. We left for our honeymoon the next day. Other than one message on my phone, my honeymoon was also amazing.
Fine, I get it. You all forgot about me as soon as I was dragged away. Meanwhile, I'm at the police station getting fingerprinted and asked the same questions over and over again. I had to sleep there. It was so gross. Then the next day, my parents wouldn't pick up the phone until late afternoon, so I didn't get to leave until the day after. I swear, they treat people like crap in there. I could barely eat the food they gave me. You know, if things had been different, like if we were still friends and you had invited me to your wedding, I could have been eating that fancy food at Four Seasons. See? That's what always gets me. Why are things like this always happening to me? It's like I'm being punished for someone else's crimes.
You're literally being punished for your own crimes, Rena. Open your eyes. Just find a lawyer, figure out how to pay everybody, and, I don't know, get your life back on track. Maybe ease up on the booze for a while.
Some friend you are. I don't even know who's suing me. Who the hell is Drew Anderson?
He's the preacher. Huh? You broke the church's window, right? That's what you're being sued for. Just ask your lawyer.
You don't understand. It says $120,000. I thought it was $120, but it's not. They must be crazy.
Oh, wow. I had no idea that stained glass window was that expensive.
There is no way. They must be trying to trick me into paying for fixing up the church or something. They can't expect me to pay that. I don't have that kind of money.
Pretty sure that's a fair assessment of the cost, but you can get your own assessment. It sounds like you're going to go into debt. You should probably worry about your finances rather than chase after Jeff right now.
Ugh! Stop it! I can't deal with you anymore. I'm going to do what's important for my life, and that's getting the love of my life back. Thanks for nothing, Diane. Actually, worse than nothing. Thanks to you, Jeff left me and everything fell apart, and now I'm getting sued by crazy church people. So yeah, good riddance. You'll be hearing from my lawyer from now on.
Thank you. That's what I wanted. Bye. Good luck. That was a year ago. Thankfully, I haven't heard directly from her since. Luke and I made it a point to discuss her as little as possible. Besides, we had far more interesting things to talk about. While we didn't want anything to do with Rena, we did feel a little worried for Jeff, so we contacted him after I found out she had bought a plane ticket to go search for him in Nigeria. He seemed in good spirits and told us not to worry about it. Apparently, he's moving around from remote village to village, so it'd be pretty hard to track him down physically. It turned out he was right. Rena did go to Nigeria and documented her whole search on YouTube for everyone to see. It didn't actually get any real views, but her friends and family cringed as she uploaded video after video, drinking in bars and asking people if they knew Jeff. She never ended up getting anywhere near him and eventually came back to the US having run out of money. I think she made it about 2 months over there. When she got back, nobody wanted to be associated with her. She had no job since she just took a week of paid leave and never went back. She hadn't paid rent, so she got an eviction notice soon after she was back. And with nowhere to stay and no one to help her, she quietly disappeared. I saw Stephanie the other day and she told me that she's in Las Vegas. No one knows what she's doing, but there are a lot of rumors, apparently. All I know is the $800 for the torn tux was paid, and apparently the church was paid through a loan in one sum, so whatever she's doing, at least she's doing okay financially. Well, I guess she can be the main character on stage, as it's just her and a pole. Good on her if she's making it work, but I think this is the last time I'm going to think about her. Jeff, too, since he's off to Australia with his new girlfriend soon. I'm 2 months pregnant, and Luke is so excited to be a father. We'll all move on from that little bump in the road. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please remember to click the like button. If you didn't, feel free to give us your opinion in the comments section below.